guys, welcome back to Simply Fujica, a place for budding and aspiring entrepreneurs. Guys, I want to thank you for attending another week, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. So, before we get started, guys, I did want to remind you that I'm doing my first masterclass on the last Saturday of this month, August 27th, and it will be on how to start the non-medical home care agency. So guys, I'm so excited. I could shout it from the top of the rooftop. So make sure that you do register. I'll have the link in the video by the time I upload it. And then secondly, do not forget that I created free checklists for you guys to help get you organized as you're standing up your businesses. One is for non-medical home care agencies, and the other is just if you're starting any other business. So again, I'm trying to create resources that will help you along your journeys. So with that, guys, let's transition to the content. So guys, today we are talking about, should you start your non-medical home care agency? And guys, I'm actually surprised. I get this question a lot when I'm talking to you guys, when you're emailing me. You really want to go for it, but you're really just not sure. Another question I get is, am I going to make money in this business? And so I think those are both fair questions. Let's try to answer them. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stay tuned. Guys, the first tip that I have for you is make sure you know this industry. Make sure you know what you're getting into. I would even say this because a lot of you reach out to me. You've been LVNs, you've been home health aides. Some of you have even been RNs. And so you have exposure to the industry. However, I do want to challenge that thinking just a little bit in terms of you will now be the owner. So there's a separate set of skill sets that come with that. You know, you got to make sure you have the proper coverage when it comes to insurance. You got to make sure you're hiring people. And listen, hiring is the good part, right? Everyone likes to get that job offer. Everyone's really excited. But what if you need to start doing kind of some disciplinary action? You know, what if for the first couple of months you don't actually secure a client? You know, these are things that really actually happen. And so because you're the owner, this is now something that you take care of. You know, and so I always tell people it's quite a transition to transfer from, you know, a corporate champion or an individual contributor at someone else's job. Because typically when you're working a 9 to 5, you're really carrying through someone else's vision, right? But when you transition over to entrepreneur, it's all on you. And even if you are able to hire a team under you, you still have to train that team and make sure they're doing and carrying out your vision the way that you would like them to. So I always tell people, make sure you know what you're getting into, okay? Because that will help you. That will be your first step in making an educated decision. The last item I wanted to mention really quickly before we go into step number 2 is, in terms of knowing what you're getting into, please look up the California Department of Social Services. I will make sure that link is here at the bottom of the screen, and I will include that in the description as well. The reason why I say that is because you will see all of the processes, all of the policies that you are expected to know as a non-medical home care agency owner. And so I say that because it's one thing to read it, but you're going to have to stand that up within your own home care agency. So remember, that would mean you're responsible for everything that's included there. This is a good way for you educating yourself in that manner. This is a good way to see if this is something you really want to get into. The second tip that I have for you guys is make sure you know the cost associated with starting a home care agency. Now guys, I have done a couple of videos on this, so I will make sure that that's also included in the description so you can go back and take a look at those. So I'm not going to go into those costs specifically. The reason why I bring it up is because I have a lot of people asking me about how they're funding their home care agency. Guys, you know me, and I'm going to do a short video on how to create a business plan because I think it's definitely needed. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up pretty soon. But if you have done your business plan, then a big portion of that is your financial analysis. And in that analysis should be talking about your funding for your startup. Now guys, I'm going to say this as sensitively as I can. There's no magic wand here. You're going to have to put some of your funds. That's why it's called an investment, right? Because you're investing in the hope that you will get that return that you're anticipating. So check out the videos. I do have some resources for you. But a lot of us are using our savings. A lot of us are dipping into those 401k plans because we really feel that we have something here that we want to get into. And again, this is a profitable business. So that's kind of an answer that I have for you, for those of you asking, hey, am I going to make money here? The money's on the table, but it really is up to you to get it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And again, definitely not trying to ruffle any feathers, but in addition to the alternative funding options, some of it is just some of the money that you already have in hand. The third and final tip that I have for you guys is, guys, this is a business, and not only is this a business, but it is your business. So this is kind of where, if not you, then who comes into play. Because you're still going to get tired. Even though this is your business, even though this is your passion, you're going to be tired. There are going to be times you're going to have to work 7 days a week. There are going to be times you're going to be burning that midnight oil. This is what's necessary in order to start and then stabilize your business. Now, once you get stable, you should be able to hire folks into, fill key roles, but then you transition then to that leader, right? Because you still, even though someone else is performing those activities, it's still up to you to ensure that your business is operating in the way you would want it to. Okay, so I love to say that if not you, then who? So this is not a 9-to-5 where you can count on your boss, or you can look to your supervisor, or people are looking to you because this is your organization. There's a quote that I love out there, guys, and it says, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. I think that is so true. And anyone who's an entrepreneur, you know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of us are getting into the home care agency because, number one, there's a need. But number two, we're passionate about it. We're passionate about helping people. We're passionate about, we see the big picture on how important it is for someone to, maybe need some assistance, but they want to be at home. They want to live in their homes and get the assistance that they need. It's a wonderful thing that they're able to do that. But guys, you're going to have to hustle. I remember saying in a video that I made that mistake. When I got my license, I just knew people were going to be like, okay, how can I sign up? Where can I? No one came. Okay, there was no flip the switch. Okay, you have got to hustle. Get your marketing plans together. Understand who your customer is. Pursue that customer. Hire the right people for your business. These are your responsibilities now. These are your tasks. Now, guys, I'm not going to say there's not enjoyment in this, right? Because you got to enjoy what you're doing. You got to love what you're doing. That's going to get you through the hard times. But there's lots of celebrations too. There's a lot of good things here. But I want to make sure that we're focusing on the fact that you will never work as hard as you worked at any other job than you will in your own business. It's because of that you will reap the rewards. All right? So guys, I hope this has been of value to you. I definitely don't want to scare anybody, but I want to let you know you will be working hard. It might be a slow burn at first, but use that time to really position and stand up your operations in the right way. Okay, guys, that's all I have for today. If you do need assistance, make sure you reach out to me at simplyfujica@yahoo.com. My website is down right now because it's actually under construction as I'm creating more things for you guys. So just reach out to me via email. But guys, thank you so much for reaching out to me. Some of you are putting your comments on your videos that you're starting your home care. Someone called me yesterday and told me that just based on the videos that I've put together, they were able to open their home care agency without us doing a consultation. So I love to hear that. That was confirmation for me. That was the whole goal of this channel,